So when we go to prime factor with variables, it can feel a little overwhelming because it's like, oh, it kind of looks hard. Thing is, it's really super not hard. The variables are way easier than the numbers because they actually don't involve any math, right? So when I go to do this, and what you might notice here is I have a number, right? And I have variables as well. So I'm going to start with a number, and I'm going to do exactly what you just did. So I think to myself, 36 is 6 times 6, and each of these 6's turns into a 3 and a 2. And so I have the first part of my answer, which is I have 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. And then, here's the easy part. I just look and I see, okay, what does this mean? This means A times A. That's what that exponent means. That means A times A. What does this mean? Well, this means B times B times B. That's what that exponent means. That means B is being multiplied by itself 3 times. So, here's my prime factorization. 36 is 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. Done. And then I have times A times A times B times B times B. So like long, yes. Annoying, yes, perhaps. Difficult? No. This is not harder than what you just did. Okay? Let's take a look at something like 150 and you're like, oh, a big number. Just don't worry about it. It's got a 0 on the end. So we know right away we're just going to pull a 10 out of that, right? If there's a 0 on the end, that means that's 10 times this number, 15. Okay, so I can go ahead and factor. And I'm done with that part, so I'm going to write this as 2 times 3 times 5 times 5 times, what do I have here? I have an x, okay? See this 3? That 3 is attached to the y, okay? There's no exponent on the x. No exponent on the x means there's like a little invisible 1 there. So that is just 1x being multiplied. This 3 only applies to the y, so there's 1x and there's 3 y's. And this is your answer. Okay, so looks harder, is actually easier, or like the same, right? So go ahead and try these out, and we'll keep on trucking.